What's up, everybody? So, this is going to be my fourth time doing this. I'm a little tired, but, I got a story. It's not a story. Spoiler alerts ahead. So, I want to let every single one of you know that if you haven't seen this movie, The Wizard of Oz, please go watch it. If you have not seen Oz the Great Powerful, please go watch it. And if you have not seen Wicked, please go watch it. All three are amazing, amazing movies to watch. So, this is what I'm going to get into. And, like I said, this isn't something that I normally do, but this is what I'm going to do. So, in the beginning of the movie of Wicked, if any of you have watched the new movie Wicked, it basically says that a girl killed her. Please pay attention to details in movies. But it basically says, Melinda basically says, Ariana Grande basically says that a girl killed her. I'm going to also be going between these three, yeah, you know what I mean. So basically says that a girl killed her. Nobody knows who that girl is. If you watch the original, which is this Wizard of Oz right here on my screen, if you watch this, the girl in the blue is Dorothy. That is the girl who kills the Wicked Witch. Okay? So, I hope you guys got me so far with this. Now, if you go forward, if you've watched this movie, Wizard of Oz, it shows in the beginning, well, not the beginning, somewhat not in the beginning, part of the movie, it basically shows how Dorothy's house landed on the Wicked Witch's sister. If you've watched this movie, Wicked, you will understand that Dorothy's sister, not Dorothy, sorry, the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, so many names, by the way, folks. The Wicked Witch of the West's sister was in a wheelchair. Well, in this movie, Dorothy, okay, landed on the Wicked Witch of the West's sister in The Wizard of Oz when the tornado happens and it lands on the house. By the way, this is little details, okay? Please go watch the movies and you'll understand what I mean and everything like that, okay? Please, please, please go watch the movies, okay? But it says it in the beginning of the movie, okay? Here's the thing. There is two parts to this movie, and it is... Hold on, I gotta yawn. Because there is two parts to this movie. This part one is the story of Belinda and the Wicked Witch of the West and how they became friends. And the backstory, basically, on the Wicked Witch of the West. And how she became, how do we say this, evil and all this other stuff. Okay? So there's that. I want to let you guys know right now, I feel part two is going to be the behind the... I can say behind the scenes, basically behind the scenes of how Dorothy landed in Oz. Okay? How Dorothy basically landed in Oz and how the Wicked Witch of the West is basically, how do I say this? Trying to stop Dorothy from reaching Oz to get there in the mix. You know, she runs into the witch and all that stuff. Watch Wizard of Oz. Okay, that's all they can say. Just please, just do me a favor and just watch it. Okay, but it basically shows how she kills the witch. I personally feel like, I could be wrong. I could be way off. But it personally shows how it's going to show Dorothy's side of the story. And Belinda's basically going to be narrating it like she is with the first part of this movie. I feel personally, like I said, I feel like she's going to be narrating the story on Dorothy. Everybody can have their own opinion towards this. This is my theory. This is my opinion on it. I would play this trailer for Wicked. I would play the trailer for Wizard of Oz, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So unfortunately, I can't. So I'm really, really, really sorry about it. But like I said, go watch. I'm gonna tell you guys something right now, okay? Go watch Wizard of Oz. Go watch The Wizard of Oz first, okay? This movie right here on my screen, right here. You watch this movie first. If you watch this movie first before you even watch Wicked or any other movie, watch this one first, okay? If you watch this movie first, I'll tell you guys right now, it is 1939, and back then, I may be born in like 96, but back then, they had the credits in the beginning of the movie, so, yeah. It was also black and white, and this was the first movie, a little offsetting by the way, this was also the first movie that was made in color, okay, which is really cool by the way. They did a phenomenal job, but yeah. Watch this movie first, okay? When you're done watching this movie, find this movie, Oz the Great and Powerful, okay? There's a reason why I say this. Watch this in this exact order and you'll know what I mean, okay? People are trying to figure out what the heck does Oz and the Great and Powerful have to do with this. This movie, Oz the Great and Powerful, basically shows how Oz landed in Emerald City. Basically how he landed there, okay? That is his story, okay? Now, after you watch the first Wizard of Oz and then you watched Oz the Great and Powerful, then go watch this movie. Then watch Wicked. All three of these movies combined into one that will be put in part 2. I may be completely wrong. You never know. I may be wrong. I may be right. Whatever. But if you think about it, if you watched all three of these in the exact order, like I said, you will understand that the part 2 movie is going to probably, I'm going to put everything I have on it, is probably going to be about Dorothy. It is going to be the side of Dorothy on how Dorothy landed in Oz. Basically, the house falling down on the Wicked Witch's sister, her going there, how Belinda's been by her side the whole time. That whole thing, okay? I may be wrong. I may be right, like I said. I don't know how many more times I gotta say it, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, that is my theory. And because that is my theory, and that is kind of the mind-blowing theory I have, that's just my mind-blowing theory that I have. I'm not a Wizard of Oz freak at all by means, but by watching the first moment of this movie, you will understand what I mean. So, that is my theory. That is my thought on all of this. Like I said, I don't remember how far I did. Please watch The Wizard of Oz, this movie, first before you watch any other movie, okay? Because this movie will give you basically the details on how it all falls into place. I gotta yawn. It basically says how all of this lines into place. I want to let you guys know right now that all three are really good movies. Don't get me wrong, but I honestly cannot wait for part 2 because I know part 2 is going to come out. I'm going to be right and I'm going to laugh. And then I'm going to be back here on YouTube doing the same thing again, telling you guys that I was right. And if I'm wrong, I'm still going to do an updated video and tell you guys, hey, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. My bad. It was the wrong theory, but this is just my theory. Okay? Sorry, I burped. Until then, I will have a story time probably next Friday. But until then, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I really hope you guys can watch these 3 movies. By all means. I would show you guys the trailers for them. But honestly, I don't want to get copyrighted, so I can't unfortunately do that. So, yeah. But like I said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Rest of your weekend, and enjoy my video for Monday. So that's all I gotta say. Peace out, everybody. Also, random topic. You guys should give me some ideas for videos to do on my Fun Monday, and then you guys should give me some story times. That's my off story.